19 and 11, but he's a young wrestler that just keeps getting more and more confident with each passing match, gaining the valuable experience. 4-3 in duels since we flipped the calendar to 2026 for Mauger.
And you talked about just getting confidence, right? Everything is reps, it's consistency. And that's one of the things that Brian Smith with the Missouri Tigers and Tiger style approach, he preaches consistency versus intensity. Or he preaches intensity too, but it's like you got to be consistent. I don't expect you to run 100 miles in one day, but I do need you to run a mile a day for 100 days. You know, just get your reps in.
2-on-1. Mauger had the right arm of Poulin. Stevo able to clear it out. Goes right back onto the arm. Poulin has won 2 straight. Couple of really nice wins against ranked opponents. Defeated Anderson of UNI, and then a major decision against Strickenberger of West Virginia. Really found his offense in that match. Put up 14.
Yeah, he got up early in that Strickenberger match and was able to use that for fuel in that Anderson match the following Sunday as a Friday-Sunday split.
Poulin just whips him over after Mauger had the 2-on-1. Poulin looking for the fall. Feet to back. Mauger trying to get to his base, and he will. A 7-point bomb uncorked by Stevo Poulin.
And that's what happened in that Strickenberger match. West Virginia, he got back points early. Boom, goes to elevate, boom, whips him over.
Good job bridging up by Mauger. That was really close.
Well, just the importance, right? In these duel situations, even in the tournament, but absolutely important in these duel situations. Yeah, and I was one of the kids when growing up. We weren't too far from Columbia, and so I got to spend some time in that room. Nice lift and return right there from Poulin. Got to spend some time in that room and just get to be around some of these elite head coaches and elite people in this wrestling space. So I just feel like fortunate and grateful. You don't know what you're around when you're 8, 10 years old.
You don't appreciate it at the time, do you?
No, not at all. Like, yo, where the snacks at?
Just a sponge soaking it all in, and you had the opportunity and the advantage to sit around some good rooms as a young Kyvan Gadsden. Poulin continues with the ride. Let's see if Mauger can get some traction and get out. Has time, 1:02 to go in this first period. See him trying to pinch off the arm. Poulin still gets him in there. Prompt mat return. Sticks in the half, has the tight waist. Now a thigh pry along with applying the leg. Poulin trying to get his right leg in there. Max Mauger up to his feet. He hasn't had any luck breaking this. That half still applied for Poulin. 30 seconds to go.
And you see where, like when you see those hands placed in the mat, that's a really good indicator of where the pressure is at, right? And he's keeping that pressure on those forefront of those fingers, and it's really hard to build your base in that situation.
Trying to get out. And the period will come to an end. Minute 29 of riding time for Stevo Poulin, and he behind the 7-point move, the pretty much feet to back, the 3 and the 4. That's been the only offense. It was a quick burst. Here Poulin wasting no time. He is up, and Stevo Poulin is away. So a quick escape. He goes up 8-0 into that bonus point territory that we were talking about. Minute 22 of riding time as well.
This is going to be crucial. It's like, all right, Mack, Where are you going to get to? You tried your 2-on-1 post to the double, got a little bit out of position. Poulin was able to capitalize on it. It's like, all right, how can you find your angles, break through that posture of Poulin, who's a veteran, right? He's been here before, been late in the season, and he's always seemed to come on really strong at this point in the season.
Won a Big 12 championship earlier in his career. That was back in 23. Placed 5th a year ago for Nickerson in Northern Colorado. 3 years at Northern Colorado and Greeley. Started his career with Pat Popolizio at NC State. Spent just 1 season in Raleigh. Both he and Vinny Zerb in a 1-2 punch. Former Bears, now Cyclones, and they have really filled a couple of holes in this lineup card this year for Kevin Dresser.
And I think that's been one of the positives, right? Poulin came out of high school, high recruit, decided he was going to go to NC State. Wasn't the right fit for him. Ended up at Northern Colorado, stayed there until coaching change, and then decided Iowa State was going to be the proper fit for him. But that's been some of the positives that we maybe don't talk about as often with the transfer portal.
Yeah, good point. And sometimes hitting the portal is a little bit easier after you build a relationship with a coach and that coach leaves.
Absolutely.
This changing landscape, it's not just the athletes, but oftentimes coaches looking at different opportunities as well. All right, Mauger has some work to do. Down 8-0, the 4-time Idaho State champion. A rare feat. He was a Triple Crown winner in both 21 and 22. And when we talk about the Triple Crown, it's the USA titles and the 3 styles, freestyle, folk style, and then the upper body of Greco-Roman. He did that in the same season.
That's a tough feat.
Tell you what, you look at these first 3 weights and you throw out the Bastida match at heavyweight just because of what he does on his feet, but Elam able to win his match because of mat wrestling, and Poulin, he had the big move, but it's been his control, the riding position, and then the ability to get out quickly. He's controlled that area as well at 125.
Well, you're making me look good, Sean, because my keys to victory
you were right on top of it with that.
I appreciate that.
Mauger had a nice win earlier this year over Spencer Moore of Illinois. Coming in, he's lost 2 tight ones. Sudden victory to Hendrickson of Oklahoma, and then a 4-1 setback to Strickenberger. So offense has been a little bit tough of late for Max, and that has not improved here today in Ames, Iowa.
Nice straight double attempt. It wasn't there.
Oh, ducks in. Sprawl back by Mauger. Mauger working on the arm hard. Left arm of Poulin, driving him near the edge. 33 seconds to go. Keep in mind, riding time is locked up now, so Poulin has the riding time point as well, which would be an additional bonus point for Iowa State. So if you're Mauger, you want to go after a takedown here and, in essence, gain a point for the Tigers. Hasn't been able to crack the armor, picking up a little bit of urgency here now at 12 seconds to go. Poulin backing up, Mauger reaching for the far ankle. Drags off the arm, and he will get the takedown late. Boy, you love to see that if you're Missouri, wrestling the entire 7 minutes, and he just snatched a bonus point away from Iowa State.
Yeah, and that's one. It was going to be one of those keys to victory, right? Continue to compete through the whole thing,